right now. Everyone's ready for the King of the North. I reckon you can splice that. Just chuck in King when I say battle in take 2, and that's a perfect cut. Battle of the North. Yeah, right.
Welcome to Kingsway Reserve as the teams start to take on the field. Thanks very much, Nick, for our Battle of the North here this afternoon in our Fortescue Premier Grade Match of the Round. It's our belt-out round this afternoon. Home of the Roo Dogs up here at Kingsway Reserve. Wanneroo taking on Joondalup Brothers. Wanneroo 8th on the ladder at the moment on 18 points. Joondalup 3rd on the ladder on 28 points. I'll run you through the Joondalup lineup. Number 1, Tane Yates. 2, Ford Hemi. 3, JP Mustard. 4, Dallas Della Vedova. 5, Malachi Ribaro. 6, Sam King. 6, Sam Long. 7, Ryan King. 8, Pat Tuali. 9, Brendan Vorster. Liam Harrington. And 10, George Peters and Purakapa Tukaki on the wing. Sheldon Tawera, the captain this afternoon. Jordan Zertzman and Tiarangi Thompson at the back for the brothers. The brothers will be kicking off this afternoon, going into a little bit of a steep breeze. And our referee this afternoon, Kyle Burnett. Over to you, Nick.
Yeah, got the Wanneroo lineup for you this afternoon here as well. Just quickly before kickoff, we've got Andrew Roo, Scott Cornell, TJ Vuniavalu up front. Kickoff goes high. Recovered backwards by Wanneroo, knocked around a little bit though. Luke Callan, Brad Campbell in the locks. Cade Begg, Michael Lovey on the sides. Mark Cornell, the captain this afternoon, because Andrew King's out with a hamstring. He's at the back. Jared Deacon, Robert Storts, 9-10 in the centres. Jordan Grafton, Palmer Fowl at the back. Grayson Makara, then Will Pendergast and Dylan Smith on the wings. So penalty offside early. Joondalup with a kick to the corner to start the afternoon. Not what Wanneroo wanted.
No, nice little restart there from Sheldon Tawera. And it got very scrappy at the back there, and Wanneroo judged offside in front of the kicker off the rebound there. And Tawera will take play inside the Wanneroo 22. So early pressure on the Roo Dogs from the brothers.
Up at 3, coming off the top. Bit ugly ball. Half needs to recover. Voster does well there, getting out through the back line now. Space and time here is going to be the key. G'd up at the back there. Grayson Makara making a big hit on Zeitzman. Coming across now, Harrington. Finding his hooker Hemi. Inside the 22, centre field now. Turnover ball, Wanneroo seemingly steal that one out the middle of the ruck. No questions asked there by Kyle Burnett. Storts needs to find his feet, grab that ball. Down the wing, kick comes through, chasing across the back here. Halfway, nowhere to run. Couple of Joondalup odd shirts out there at the moment. Tied up on the 40, pick and go on the left. Joondalup getting disrupted at the ruck, but they're coming away with the ball cleanly. Tawera gets the ball out really cleanly now for Takai. Oh, just off the boots. Was it forward or not? No. Yes, it was.
Yeah, sloppy play there from brothers. It was a golden opportunity to open up the scoring early with Takaki making the break, but it was a poor pass out wide. And unfortunately, Zeitzman couldn't handle it. So Tawera is going to be coming into first receiver a lot this afternoon. He'll look to combine with Liam Harrington in the halves here for the brothers. Vorster's a real live wire at 9 for Joondalup. Look for him to look for sniping around the rucks. He's got a good clean set of heels as well. For Wanneroo this afternoon, Robert Storts, the 10 from the USA Kitty. He's come over here to play for the Roo Dogs.
Beautiful kicking game on Storts the last couple of weeks. He's been gaining territory left, right and centre.
Him and Deacon are going to have to combine really well in the halves this afternoon to steer this Roo Dog pack around the park. The Roo Dogs probably got the dominance in the forwards this afternoon. A couple of backs out for the Joondalup brothers. Clay Ewan and Cade Pearce both out this afternoon. There's a good first up scrum from Wanneroo.
Good BC.
Just holding the half out of it, gets out now. Oh, straight through the gap, absolutely no tackle put on there. That's Jordan Grattan getting straight through. Now we're up to the 40. Centre field, fanning out to the right. Ball coming out through Cornell. Finds Makara. Makara with space, pace, burning all the way into the 22. No one's going to stop him. Grayson Makara is going to get in for their first of the afternoon.
Oh, wonderful first up try from Wanneroo that time. It all started with a great break up the middle from Jordan Grattan, and it was nice hands from Storts that got the ball to Makara, and Makara just absolutely burnt George Peters there.
He was quick.
And then ran a nice little angle and then took the ball underneath the sticks for the opening try of the afternoon, the King of the North. Here it is, a replay. It was good quick hands, good movement. They had the numbers. Storts it was, and then Makara just gets the outside of his man and then it cuts straight back through. Pretty ordinary defence at the back there from Thompson. And Grayson Makara, the young man from the Roo Dogs, gets the 5-pointer this afternoon. First on the board for the King of the North.
I think they were predicting in Let's Chat Rugby on Friday yesterday that he was going to score a try. Didn't think it was going to be that early. There's a lot of pressure put on from the Rugby WA staff as the kick goes over, makes it 7-0. Just 4.5 minutes into your Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week down here at Kingsway Sporting Reserve. Belt up round. No matter how far the drive, make sure you belt it up. Save lives. Kick restart shaping up now. It's going to be Tuera, the captain. Mid-range kickoff. No jump from Wanneroo, but they secure. King overshooting. Forwards ready to take a rumble up there. Luke Callan that time. Feeding well. Campbell. Turnover ball. Zeitzman's got it through the middle. Up to the 22, still scrambling for more. They're calling for it. Tuera wants it outright, but they go left through Hemi. Hemi up to the 22 again. There's a good entry now for Joondalup. Just getting caught offside there. The Wanneroo retreating players. A smart little bit of play, I'd say, by Voster to pull the offside penalty there.
Yeah, lazy runner there for Wanneroo at the time. Again, Joondalup easy to get back on the attack again. Their execution's probably a little bit wanting at the moment for them early on this afternoon.
That's what you like to see early in a game like this. Big games require big decisions. We'll take the points.
Yeah, Sheldon Tuera just settling things down. They're a little bit shell-shocked from that early try against them, the brothers. So that just settle things down, take the points on offer.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, really impressed with that first up scrum from Wanneroo earlier as well to lay that platform leading up to that try. As I said earlier, the Wanneroo forward pack would fancy themselves against the brothers this afternoon.
Wanneroo currently with the King of the North trophy. All games played here this afternoon count towards who goes away with the King of the North. We had the 14s for Wanneroo going up. Then we had Joondalup 3rd and 2nd grade winning their games. So a draw or a win for Joondalup will do it. Wanneroo must win this game to retain the trophy. As the kick comes through, and that one's straight over the black dot as well.
So 7 points to 3 in our belt up round, our Fortescue Premier Grade match of the day this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you may be joining us this afternoon on the live coverage, and obviously the game's replayed on NITV on Sundays. So Wanneroo's got a little bit of a breeze at their backs this afternoon in this first half. They're looking for probably a 10-point breeze, Nick. Beautiful conditions.
Wasting no time. Grattan deep inside the 22, wrapped up nicely by Mossett. Joondalup forward pods, ready to take on a little bit of running work. That's Delavedado. Spinning wide, now using the boot. Just a short chip over the top, probing to see if the Wanneroo backs are awake. Makara, rare knock on from him into touch.
Yeah, Grayson Makara, he was going to look for a little bit of a counter-attack opportunity there. It was a smart little kick over the top from Tuera.
Didn't mind that probing kick early. Instead of just taking the option long as we'd see from most teams.
Yeah, a little bit of spacey there behind.
Just wake him up a little bit.
Keep the defensive line honest as well.
Opting for the line. No, the scrum. Joondalup have taken the scrum. It's going to be a big battle up front here this afternoon. Someone's going to have to take dominance. Without their fearless leader up in the forward pack, Andrew King, Wanneroo this afternoon. But he's an outside centre usually, so he's not going to hinder the pack too much, I don't think. Nice low platform from both teams there. Wanneroo with a big shove early, straight through the middle.
Oh, he's got him on the angle, so Vorster taps and goes quickly straight through.
Big scrum penalty, back 10, so play on. Voster straight up the middle of the ground. Worked his way probably 35 metres on that run. It's a handy bit of work from him. Bounce pass. finding its way through the backhands now to where it gets all the way out on the wing to Kakali. Inside ball now. Up to the 22. I think that's Zeitzman in the 21. So Voster, Harrington, Yates getting jammed up. Ball gets to ground nicely. It's lost forward though.
Again, Joondalup just being a little bit sloppy. We saw a couple of bounce passes going there. Takaki on the wing had to stop for his pass, and then Thompson had to tidy up, and then again the execution of it just let them down. Vorster though, a quick tap of his, he was eluding about 5 or 6 defenders there, jumping around. Real jack-in-the-box type player. He's very much a live wire, young Brennan Vorster. Had a bit of a stint with the Perth Gold at the end of last season. Had a very good season for Joondalup, rewarded with the 9-jumper for the Perth Gold at the end of the season. Good young talent.
See if Wanneroo can go straight through this time. Or if they'll hold this one defensively, take the clean ball. Reset.
So Wanneroo coming off the back of 2 big wins. Big 52-17 last week against Perth Bayswater, and a previous week against Southern Lions, another big 50-point win, 50 points to 17. Whereas Joondalup are coming off back-to-back losses against Palmyra and Associates, 2 very strong teams that'll be vying for top 4 spots. And Joondalup were up top of the ladder there a couple of weeks ago and have slipped back to 3rd on the ladder, and it's a big day for them this week. Those teams really breathing down their neck in 4th, 5th and 6th position.
Ball in now. This one's just a stable one. Wanneroo have it at the back. They're cramming Joondalup on the front row. The tight head's going to have a hard day all day out there. Palmer foul. Works his way just short of the 40 there. Backs are all flat for Wanneroo here. Need to get running onto the ball. That's Scott Cornell. Feeding. That's Luke Callan. Vunivalu with a good fake out of the hand. Storts finding his way to... Pendergast just gets wrapped up there.
Yeah, I thought there was a hint of a knock on there from Pendergast. Former flanker. He's turning his trade to the wing. Those skinny legs of his, I believe, have got a bit of wheels about them, but at that time he was going nowhere to Tucky well to the task and put him on the deck. So Ford Hemi with the throw in the line out here.
7-man line out here. Up at 1, knocked off the top. Not the prettiest ball you've ever seen. Lost forward there. Ryan King with a small knock after coming back towards him, and it'll be a scrum down to Wanneroo, and they all want to talk about it.
Just a little bit of niggle there. The guys letting them know that...
Yes, in fact, the ball was knocked on.
Every time you're going to make a mistake out here, there's going to be someone in your face letting you know about it. So, a bit of a sloppy line out there for Joondalup. Need to be a little bit more clinical off the top.
This is going to be the big battle here for us this afternoon. Looks like it's going to be Andrew Rue up against the tight head for Joondalup. Mossert, who got pushed back in the last one.
Yeah, Rue just getting up and underneath his opponent at the moment.
Just jiggling with him, popping again. That's going to come into play on the Joondalup scrums for sure. Running it up centre field now. Just got to find some front foot ball to Storts. Kicks instead. This one's going to bounce, needs it as well. No, it's out in the full. We're going to come back.
Yeah, Storts probably a little bit directionless there. Fullback was always in position. You need to put it on the ground or maybe even just go high if you're going to kick it.
Let even the grub of the corner or try to turn him.
Yeah, don't be too predictable there. And his option was closed out and he sort of panicked a bit and
just floated it into
just
touch.
Drilled it out. So Joondalup with another line out. Their first 2 have been pretty sloppy. Let's see if they can tidy this one up much better from them.
This time off the top. Forwards are ready to take a big hit on, but Wanneroo answer the call. Counter ruck comes from Wanneroo, but they're pushed off the ball quickly. Delavedovo. So Voster spins, finds another forward pod. That's Hemi. Short side. Working well, Harrington. Likes to have a couple carries early on in the half before he starts feeding. Running onto the ball nicely, the Joondalup forward pods, but that one stripped in the contact.
Yeah, Sam Long that time in jersey number 19 out there this afternoon. Just stripped into contact and then a little bit of a bobble. which is deemed to be a lost forward, accidental offside sort of thing. So Joondalup will get another scrum. Really interesting contest with that Andre Roux. And it's really important he stays square if he's going to get up and under his tight head prop there.
But you notice in those first three as well, he is not only pushing him backwards, but he's actually making him lose his feet. He's pushing Mossett off the ground and actually losing his entire footing.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to keep his back squares, try stay on the ground, otherwise this is going to be penalty city for him here today.
Wanneroo's always had a good, strong scrum up this way. Good platform to play off. The back line's been strengthened with Palmer Fowl coming into the fold from the Western Force and young gun Grayson Makara.
Getting folded up again, Joondalup, ball's available at the back. Captain Tawera gives the no-looker off to Zeitzman. Pick and go, short side. Rumbling up the field really well now. Joondalup got to use this momentum. Go quick ball, Harrington. No, sorry, Tawera. Giving it off to Dellavedova. Centre field stuck with slow ball. Wanneroo got to get a good bit of line speed going. Joondalup happy to carry. Short side again, Voster looks to peek and go, cancels, come back to the left. Hemi's got it, he's happy to crash it up. Now quick ball to the right, got to get it free. Advantage, one not rolling, Andrew Roux just getting stuck in the ruck.
Yeah, Voster will just settle things down here. Always on the lookout for a tap and go to where he'll step up. He's going to have a look at the posts. And he's going to have a shot, so...
Yeah, it's a good call. Just keep chipping away at that early try. If you're not going to score them yourselves early on in the game, all you can do is get back in front.
Yeah, sensible play there from Joondalup. You can just see they're just trying to get into their shape at the moment and just being a little bit disorganised. And they just looking for those ball carriers to get themselves over the advantage line. And Wanneroo's defence has been pretty solid so far. JP Mustard has a couple of good pick and goes there close to the ruck, and maybe that's somewhere where they need to attack a little bit more closer in, trying to contract that defensive line of Wanneroo's, getting behind them before they go wide. They seem to be picked off pretty easy at the moment.
Yeah, it seems to be when they are going for that pick short side quick, getting isolated, cancelled, coming back, losing that front foot ball, and then Wanneroo are causing an absolute menace at some of those rucks. Let's wait for the kick to come in now. Tawera.
Yeah, nice kick from Sheldon Tawera. Takes it out 7 points to 6 in favour of Wanneroo in our belt up match of the round. The belt up is the road safety message going all across community rugby this round. And we've got the third place Joondalup Brothers taking on the Wanneroo Roux Dogs in 8th spot this afternoon. 10 points separating them on the ladder.
The Wanneroo have been closing that gap quickly to the top of the competition in recent weeks. As this kickoff goes long, it's going to pull up about 10 out from the line. Joondalup probably going to up for the boot, and they do. This one's not going to find its way into touch. Good take there by Cornell. Working his way across the back. Deacon finding Makara. Wrapped up just past halfway. Wanneroo still retreating backwards. They're all flat out here. They need to get moving forward onto the ball. Cornell with a carry. Timing was really nice there. Shooter's fine. Catches Brad Campbell just behind the advantage line. Storts shows and goes to Vuniavalu, but then gives it to him the second time. He's still bustling through 1-2 tackles. Back to the right now. Big carry again for Callan. Now wide's the call. They want to use the ball. Running onto it supremely is Roux. Out wide now, Palmer Fowl. A little bit of time for him to put on a bit of footwork. Gets inside the 22. Gets his hands off as well. Now Wanneroo got to spin this one wide and quick if they want to make use of it early. Otherwise they're going to have to set the platform, and they do through Vuniavalu. Storts goes himself. Almost has a gap. Gets wrapped up by 3 Joondalup players now. Lifted in the tackle. Must release Joondalup. Straight over the top.
Don't kick it through. Oh, yeah, he's getting away with it.
Yeah, King, ball was out.
Here comes Vorster.
Lucky to get away with it, but deemed fair play on. Foul, standing up here. Happy to have a crack. One Joondalup player down, holding his face. Cornell. Deacon. Callan to Storts. Storts outside now for Grattan. Grattan not held. Gets up, plays the ball out wide. Pendergast out wide. Sorry, Dylan Smith out there. Stripped. Turnover. Joondalup. Can they counter-attack like they have been all day? All the way up the field now. That was an inside ball from Dellavedova forward.
Oh, forward pass. Marginal at best, I reckon. Oh, the brothers. Oh, the bench has gone up. They haven't seen the referee call that one back. But, yeah, wow. Bit of two forwards and backwards and forwards there going on between the Wanneroo and the Joondalup teams. Palmer Fowl getting himself involved in this game, and then Joondalup getting the intercept. Dellavedova with a little breakaway and deemed to be forward when he got that pass away to George Peters. And the bench over here on this side of the field thought he was away, getting very excited about things. So bit of a let off for the Roo Dogs. They're up 7 points to 6 at the moment. It's like to see Storts just straighten the attack up a little bit. He's creeping across field a little bit. Needs to look at potentially some inside and outside options.
I'd like to see a big crash ball here from Grattan maybe, and then give Palmer Fowl a little bit of space to work with down a continued quick play. Wanneroo, halfway scrum. Joondalup hold their own a little better this time. So Grattan goes backdoor to Storts. Joondalup are all over this one though. They're going to have to be quick. Off feet now, got to release. Deacon finding Callan, who's happy to get involved early in this game. Beautiful little line break there. Grayson McCarran is going to go all the way out to the win. Pendergast is going to go in the corner. There's a slow bit of play coming off the back of the scrum there. Joondalup caught napping. Pendergast gets in all the way in the corner.
Not easy as you like. Grayson McCarran just ghosting through the gap there. Just bound to draw and pass the last man, put his winger away. And it was just a lay down Mazaire try in the end. Pendergast cruising over in the corner. McCarran non-existent defence ahead of him there. Just breezed through, ball carrying in two hands, and just lined his outside man up and put him away. It was a nice bit of play from the young man. And Pendergast, the former flanker, goes over in this left-hand corner to extend the lead, 12 points to 6.
Checks on his man that tried to tackle him after the try as well. Good little bit of sportsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a bit messy there from the set piece from the scrum. Storts had overrun the pass. Wanneroo did really well to tidy it up. And the Joondalup brothers just didn't get themselves organised in defence there at all. And their coach Adam Munro from Joondalup would be very disappointed in some of the defensive lapses so far this afternoon that led in two pretty soft tries.
Can't discount though this Wanneroo side. They don't have the biggest names on the list compared to some of the other teams in this comp, but they're gelling as a team at the moment. They're connecting. They know where each other are going to be. It's not like All Black support play, but they just know when they can get that 1-2 passes off and go all the way up the other end of the field.
That's right. And they've got a bit of firepower out wide, so if they can get that front foot ball and the forwards can lay that good foundation, then they're able to then exploit the space that creates as the kick is well to the left there from Grattan. So
12 points to 6 here in the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the week down here at Kingsway Reserve for the belt up round. Remember, every time you get in the car, belt up, no matter how far, save lives.
So Joondalup brothers just got to tidy things up here. Captain Sheldon Tawera, experienced campaigner.
Mid-length kickoff again. Little shove from the Joondalup chasers. We'll have a going backwards. Luke Callan really getting involved early in this game. Happy to carry, happy to take kickoffs. Makara knocked backward through the contact. Just need to settle the ball here, Wanneroo. Need support over the ball as well. Ball secured. Roo coming in to help. Counter ruck was about to come from Joondalup. Nice tackle there. Stopped short by Tawera. Running onto the ball really nicely now is Scott Cornell. Sorry, that was Andrew Roo. Lost forward.
Yeah, sloppy pass from Jared Deacon. He's really down on himself about that one too. So you can't underestimate the little blokes out there for Wanneroo as well. The two little blokes, Cade Begg and Michael Louie at 6 and 7 out there for the Roo Dogs, doing all the grunt work at the breakdown this afternoon and
you really
putting the bodies in the rucks. Cade Begg, the youngster, who come through the juniors here. And little Michael Louie, he's going to have his hands full out there. He's about 80 kilos wringing wet. the headgear on, but he's got some big boys around him.
Attacking scrum here for Joondalup now, just outside the 22. They're going to set 4 out to the left, 2 on the blind side right, straight down on the close side here. Going to have to be really careful. They don't want to waste this scrum opportunity.
Yeah, the Root Dogs will be looking to chase this one up, trying to get a penalty, that pill back.
Cert needs to stand up here. Just get a stable platform, feet back. No, don't worry about the push. Just get this one in and out.
Yeah, normally Joondalup Brothers be without Victor Harris this week. He's suffered from some concussion, so the young prop is going to be missed, I think, up front from the Brothers. As will their fullback Clay Ewan, who's been in great form for the Brothers so far this year, and the return of Cade Pearce at 13 as well.
Free kick coming the way.
Early engagement.
Not holding the weight on the short side here. You saw his bind up and across, pulling the jersey all the way up on the Wanneroo side, and that's just not holding your weight at all. They're going to have a scrum again, Wanneroo. I like that decision. Deep in their own half, it's risky.
I'd be tapping that and roosting it all the way down to the other 22 if I was there.
We want a penalty. Free kick's not good enough. We want a penalty.
I'd be tapping it and roosting and making the tackle and making Joondalup play out of their own half. But they're going to have a good platform here to play off anyway. So look for them to use that right-hand side of the field.
So just watch the bind here from Mossert 3 on the close side of the field. See if he can hold his weight this time. Does. Wraps lower. That's better. Wanneroo, big hit. Now the drive comes in. Both popping up, but ball's available out the back. Deacon getting it out on the far side for Storts.
Straight through.
All the way through. Grattan going to go on the
Palmer
boot.
Foul. It's a foot race. Foul's going to win it. He's ahead at the moment. Just got to get there, and he does.
Palmer Foul with a great chase, winning the foot race. That big man has got long legs, and he can chase all day. Seemingly out of nowhere, Grattan just palms off one, doesn't choose to take on the fullback, grubbers it through, trusts the pace of the man on the outside, and Wanneroo are going to go in again.
Yeah, and again, just sloppy defence from the Joondalup Brothers. Grattan just brushed the defender away and was able to just cruise through. Palmer Foul was looming up on his right, but he elected to grub her ahead, and it was just a matter of a foot race there. As you can see there, Palmer Foul on his right, and then it was just simply a matter of has Palmer Foul got the gas, and will the ball stay in the field of play?
It was a good bounce up 5 short of the line, then Foul. Make sure if it gets 2 hands on it.
Good finish off. So 17 points to 6 now to the Root Dogs, 3 tries to none. And again, just weak defence from the Joondalup Brothers has let them down.
Form's a beautiful thing in rugby. Mitch, you can't deny that Wanneroo are on an absolute roll here at the moment. Certainly nowhere towards the end of the game yet, but this is looking really handy from the Wanneroo outfit.
It's looking ominous for the Joondalup Brothers. Wanneroo coming off 2 big 50-point wins, and obviously playing with a lot of confidence at the moment after getting some good victories over Bayswater and Southern Lions. So now Grattan looking to get his conversion. It's going to be close, and over it goes. Lovely kick from him. Gets his second conversion for this afternoon. Pushes the score out, 19 points to 6. So 3 of the backs for the Root Dogs getting tries so far. Foul, Pendergast and Makara. 2 conversions for Grattan. 2 penalty goals to Sheldon Tawera as he is about to restart again.
So as much as you probably don't want to hear this as the reset comes down, Joondalup winning the ball. Mitch, I would say if there's another penalty, I'm still taking the points if I'm Joondalup, but I think you'd be thinking about the corner at this point.
Yeah, you just got to stay in touch with Root Dogs at this point, coming into a bit of a stiff breeze. So
Hemi with a good run up the middle. Backs are ready for it. Harrington finding options through Tawera, goes out the back. Still got a couple, calls them on the inside. Stripped, turnover, keeps it in the field of play. No, we're going to go to the touch.
Yeah, there was about 3 Joondalup Brothers players all bunched up here in the outside channel that time. Again, just going across field too much.
Just need someone to straighten here. Even if you say to the boys, get on me, get behind me, and we'll all drive through. 3-on-1 down the sideline.
There's Dylan Smith that comes off the field.
So we'll have time off here again.
Let's go, Green. Time's on.
We'll get you the name of the player that's gone to the left wing in a moment.
I think the man that's run out there, who's replaced the winger, he's played probably 10 minutes of thirds, played most of seconds, so he's backing up hard here this afternoon. Got a good bit of wheels, got a good set of hands as well. Look for the offload.
Yeah, Joondalup Colts had a game last night, 0-0 draw against the Kalamunda Colts, so might be a few of the younger players making themselves available across grades again this afternoon. Backing up from last night, let's see if they haven't gone out in the town. So the Roodogs been impressive so far this afternoon, been able to take their chances.
Ball in, Wanneroo. This one unstable straight down. You can see Roo's really giving a bit of niggle after the scrum too. He's trying to make a point in this first half.
Laying down the law as well to his opposite.
Yeah, they want a piece of this. Good bit of chat. Can't tell what he's saying, but it's not friendly.
I think he's telling him it's going to be a long afternoon, my friend.
There's a lot of rugby left. Let's see how we set up this time. Carl Burnett watching closely.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Hit and chase, Wanneroo. Holding this one at the back. No, they want it out. Cornell picks and goes himself from the 8. Deacon boxing. Needs chasers. No one's really onto it. Roo's the fastest out of the forwards, getting up out of the gates. Cade Begg just slips off the first tackle. Wanneroo are there in support. But Joondalup are going to come short side. Penalty the way at Wanneroo. He was on it the entire time, they say.
Kyle Burnett just gave him all the time in the world there. Not sure the player got the ball up off the ground. Certainly had his hands on it. I think it was Cornell. One of the Cornell brothers. There's two out there this afternoon. Scott Cornell, the hooker for Wanneroo, number 8. Mark Cornell. Scott Cornell hasn't missed a game over 100 consecutive first grade club games for the club down here at Wanneroo. And that time, getting the breakdown penalty that Wanneroo were looking for. Joondalup had 3 or 4 players in there, but it was the immovable force over the ball that got the penalty for him, and now they've got an attacking line out, 22 metres out from the Joondalup brothers line. Cornell's going to throw. Full line out. Go to the middle. They're going to drive it up. The Roodogs looking for a rumble.
Not the longest platform, but no one from Joondalup looking to push around the side. One trying to grab over the top. Hopefully the ball's available at the back here for them as the drive starts getting forward again now. Need a bit of support. They're peeling around off the right. Make sure they're going to get free. Ball available. Deacon punching away. Advantage as well. 2 professional fouls there. We might even have a chat.
Quick tap and go.
Getting it out wide. Palmer foul. Cracking on the inside, I would say, but he's going to try run around the outside all the way in the corner. Need to get over the top here, Roodogs. One short of the line. Can they pick and drive anyway? Turnover. No, available for Wanneroo. Deacon finding a forward runner. Straight up the middle. Big Roo. Maul now. Got to get over the line. Make sure this one's safe at least. Short. Have to get it out now, Wanneroo, otherwise turnover. Joondalup ball. Needed to be over the line and cause a held up.
Geez, I'm not sure Deacon, that was a good option from him taking the quick tap there. It was a wonderful rumble driving more from the Wanneroo pack.
And I think we could have had a chat coming from the referee there. That was 2 quite obvious penalties inside the 22 in a row.
I would have been going for a scrum or a line out with the dominance that they're showing at the moment.
Or even take the points.
But even Palmer foul there, like, fair enough, being confidence, but he almost tried to run around the Joondalup backline that time, which is sort of stuff you'd see at under 12s. You just need to straighten up and
in his caliber, back that he's what 6'1", 6'2", big legs, straighten up, go straight through the man.
Yeah.
Worst thing you're going to do is be short, but going forward in the contest.
I think we'll mark that down as a missed try-scoring opportunity for Wanneroo.
Oh, we're not doing the Andrew Simmons book from the T20s,
we'll
are we?
Mark that down. That's 5 points. You start that.
Huge stats here this afternoon.
Set.
As Joondalup get ready for their defensive defensive scrum. Kick off 8. Driven backwards by Wanneroo. They need to get it clear. It's not going to make its way into touch. This is a big test for Pendergast. No one wants it. Grabs it. Needs to come back in field. He's going to get flirty with the touch line. That one's just stayed in the field of play. Coming across. Storts gets hands off. Cade Begg. First real runner for him, and it's inside the 22. 5-6 out from the line. Deacon finding it wide. Cornell, centre field. Need to find quick ball here again, Wanneroo, and that's a penalty. Slow this one down, Wanneroo, I say.
Go on, just settle, settle, settle.
It's 3 inside the 22. Let the referee think about this one.
It was fortunate, I think, that Cole Burnett had to bring it all the way across to the 5 metre line across here because Deacon was looking for another
scrum, boys.
Quick tap.
They go the line, that's all right.
So you'd like to think this Wanneroo line out, you'd back them in from here.
They had a good maul before. They got about 6 or 7 metres off it. They got a full line again here.
So they'll probably look to go to Campbell again. No, it's Callan this time.
Callan's up. Good throw from Wanneroo. They're going to be flirty with the touchline, but they've got everyone in. They need to reorganise, but no, they spin out to the back. Storts goes himself, tied up, hands free. Deacon out to Palmer Fowl. Does he straighten? This time he does. Straightens again. Just needs to pick an angle and run it if he wants to go forward. Deacon fishing, but penalty's gone away of Joondalup. And I think that one was Big Hemi getting over the top that time.
Yeah, nice work from Ford Hemi that time. The Joondalup hooker, Palmer Fowl, isolated himself just off the right foot and the right foot again rather than really going hard at the defensive line. And opened himself up for a turnover there, which Ford Hemi was able to accommodate him. Gets the turnover for his team. So missed opportunity there for Wanneroo. The driving more off the line out didn't quite get executed as well as they would have liked. So they had to release the ball probably earlier than they would have liked as well. So they need to take that and learn from it.
They could really be imposing on the first half if they have converted one of those last two 22 entries.
Absolutely, and you don't want to let Joondalup off the hook at any point in time in this game. They're going to be coming at them hard in the second half.
Can score 2-3 quickly at any moment. So line out here, Joondalup ball, 30 out from their own line. At the back for Harrington. Finding a pot in the middle of the field. Stripped by Wanneroo. Another good chance for them now. Deacon finding his inside centre, Grafton. Grattan brought down just outside the 22 now. Deacon, Callan having another big run. He's had about 12 the first half. He's on fire. Another big forward run, Andrew Rue. Not going forward, but they're sucking in players. There's only 2 on the short side. Quick ball, looping round. Scott Cornell with a run. Just inside the 22 again now. They're about 15 out. Go blindside again. Storts finds his winger through Dylan Smith. Now they need to reset. Another forward run. So they've got the Joondalup players drawn in. They can do with them what they please. Shooters come up. That's a good hit. Backwards out through contact. No, lost forward.
Yeah, Scott Cornell, good engagement, good contact there from the Joondalup brothers defence. The defence that time holding strong. You thought that they were going to fold any moment, especially for the first 3 tries of this game where they've just had soft tackles, but that time they've stepped up to the mark and their defence is a lot more solid in that midfield. Wanneroo that time running out of options. I'd like to see Grayson Makara maybe come into the fold when there's nothing on after that 3rd, 4th, 5th phase. Look to get involved first, play off the ruck.
Because he sometimes has that little kickstart run for them through the back line.
I'd like to see him just hitting a little bit closer. Rather than working the outside channels, he could probably come off Stoits or even come off the 9. Deacon.
Or even if Powell's going to take that outside line, call it the inside. I'll take that ball on, straighten it up for us. As the ball comes in, Joondalup now. Wanneroo just happy to let this one come out the back with a little bit of pressure to Wira. Bumps off Storts. Bumping off Grattan, bumping off 2, getting his hands free. Good tackle there by Palmer Fowler. Now coming across the back of the field. Joondalup, space to burn. Hemi showing some absolute pace. Hemi. Grayson Makara slips off the tackle. Hemi's going to go all the way. Throws it to no one.
Ford Hemi, you've just undone all your good work, my friend. You've gone 60 metres down the field and thrown a stinker.
Could have just got the ground there. It was a fantastic run all the way up the field. First he got rid of Grattan, then he got rid of Fowl, then he got rid of Storts, and he found his way all the way up at Makara, bumps him off. Got caught just on a little bit of leg pace, didn't need to throw the pass away, but it was a fantastic run to get Joondalup into a good attacking position.
Yeah, it was well set up one from Tawara way back inside the Joondalup half. Wanneroo now with a line out metres from their goal line.
One at the back. Not exactly to plan, but they'll take it no matter what. In the pocket is Storts.
Oh, penalty.
Killing the ball straight over the top. All the arriving players there, Wanneroo.
So Joondalup on the attack. They'd love to get a try before half time.
I take the points.
Oh, there's only a minute and a half to go, Nick.
Take the points. Get within 1 try for the next half.
I haven't spent too much time down in this Wanneroo 22. They've visited probably only 3 or 4 times.
And they're going to take their weakest option through scrum.
Yeah, I would at least go for a line out.
I'd at least take the points.
No, not points all the time, mate. Not points all
I know. But I'd go to the line or tap there. I think the scrum's going to be a big issue for them this afternoon, especially in attack here.
So we're just saying what Joondalup brothers can do, though. Like when they actually play with the ball, they get a good front foot platform there. They've got the players that can really bust you open.
Wanneroo, decent shove this time. Coming out the back. Tuera spins himself. Gets them all the way up. They're going to be 1 short of the line here through Zeitzman. Now they're going to spin. Need to get it out free again. Forward run is good. Harrington needs to go in over the top and secure the ball. The wing's running in on a weird angle. Probably could have stayed out there, but he's going to score the try.
Yeah, Takaki coming in at the angle. We thought we nuffed it up, but was able to hold onto the footy and get it over the line. It was a nice pass from Vorster. It was a good lead up too from Tuiali. He thought he was going to go over close to the sticks there, but was just pulled down short. Vorster with good quick ball and was able to pick his man Takaki, who came hard at an angle to get the 5 points, and that's just what the doctor ordered for the Joondalup brothers this afternoon. 19 points to 11 with a kick to come.
As you see here, comes jumping in, nearly takes out 2 of his own men, gets rolled over and manages just to get that one down in time before losing it. So just on the stroke of half time here, there's probably only 2 minutes left in injury time. Joondalup get one answered back, and maybe they have made the right call. It's going to be 19-11 with a kick to come.
Yeah, I'd be pretty comfortable if there was a 10-point lead going into half-time for Wanneroo with this breeze, but this is going to make it a really interesting second half. A couple of players getting attention.
King of the North battle never goes lightly out here. Big kick this one. Tuera. Looks set, going to hook this one in from the left post. And does so really nicely. So he adds the extra 2. It'll be Wanneroo 19, Joondalup 13.
Yeah, 3 tries to 1 in the first half here. Palmer Fowl, Pendergast and Macaro all crossing the line. 2 conversions to Jordan Grattan. And that was the first try of the afternoon for Joondalup brothers to Kakaki, and 2 penalties to Sheldon Tuera and a conversion. So really interesting first half. Looking forward to the second. Okay, welcome back to Kingsway Reserve for our second half of our Premier Grade match of the day for our belt-up round. Home of the Wanneroo Dogs. Wanneroo currently up 19 points to 13. And I'm joined sideline here from Club Stalwart up here at Wanneroo, Andrew King. Kingy, welcome.
Good, Mitch. How's things yourself?
Yeah, very well, thanks. What's your thoughts on the first half there from the Roo Dogs?
Yeah, from a Wanneroo perspective, I think we started pretty well out the gate. Like, we seem to be maintaining a few phases, but just a bit disappointing there. You know, we're trying to score off first phases, and then Joondalup end up going to the field and scoring the other end, so a bit disappointing for that, but other than that, looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, and it's mistakes like that that's going to keep Joondalup in the game this afternoon, isn't it? With
yeah,
ball
definitely
going out in the full there, and just the try just before half-time. I think Wanneroo would have been like to have gone up 10 plus more at half-time.
Yeah, of course. You know, we've scored 3 tries, and then they've only got the 1 try, and we're still only, 6 points up, so you know, the kicking game does make a massive difference, and kicking it straight down the full, straight off half-time. Very disappointing.
Good mix of youth and experience here out in the Premier Grade side this year. Obviously, a bit of experience on the sideline today and yourself, but still got a few old heads with the young heads out there, which has been good for the development of the young fellas.
Yeah, I suppose we've been building for the last few years, and in the last couple of weeks, really seeing to start, get some good results, and hopefully we continue through to the finals and keep these boys around for a few more years.
Yeah, Tuali, good run there from him off the back of that scrum with Vorster now with the ball. Tuera a little dab over the top in a bit of space. Out in the full though, so both teams making early areas in this second half. And Andrew, you're running the messages this afternoon, are you?
Yeah, I'm just running as much as I can with a dodgy hammy,
right,
but
well,
we'll see how we go. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Keep the boys up there and good luck this afternoon. Thanks for
Mitch.
joining us. So, It'll be a Wanneroo line out just on halfway. Both teams making early mistakes. The ball's going out on the full. This breeze is really picking up at the Joondalup brothers' backs this afternoon as Cornell throws it in. And Nick is back with us again, so back to you, Nick.
Yeah, straight off the top there, Joondalup win against the feed. The win's going to really help. That's why Tawera is going straight to the boot. This one, not out on the full. For those playing along at home, Makara trying to weave his little bit of magic. Breaks one, gets wrapped up by the second. Up at halfway now, Deacon looking for Storts. Storts wants to have a carry himself. He has a good angle through there. He beats two. Finds off Scott Cornell. Gets wrapped up now inside the 40. Got to get a bit of support. Almost got jackled. Moving out wider now. Grattan. Jabbing kick through. I don't think it's going to bounce up for anyone, but that's a good little bit of territory for them early up.
Yeah, smart little bit of play from Grattan there. Just taking it to the line. Seeing a little bit of space in behind and dabbing it in behind to that corner there, which will run away here at Kingsway Reserve. So again, Tawera, got to be careful that they're not just kicking the ball away aimlessly here. That's got to find space, got to give his team an opportunity to make tackles and keep Wanneroo boxed into their own half. A couple of poor kicks so far in the opening minutes.
You don't just kick the ball and the wind in your back does all the work. You still got to tactically kick as the ball gets trapped at the front of the line out. We're going to be on the touch line again by the looks of it.
Yeah, Andrew King for Wanneroo's been up here as Premier Grade Pro for a long time. Had a little bit of a stint down at UWA and then came back home to the Roo Dogs.
Said no more to that.
Yeah, did his thing and then came back home and has really worked hard on rebuilding this club and making sure that it can be a top 4 premiership contender.
Really worked hard on culture here throughout the Wanneroo boys. There was a great phase in the early 2000s as Wanneroo mauled this one at the back. And then they dropped off a little bit early 2010s and now it's coming back strong as we enter the 2020s. Ball tied up at the back. Cornell handing it off on the inside, getting ever closer to the line.
High tackle.
High tackle, penalty advantage coming now. Wanneroo want to come away with some points here. Not going to take the penalty. Yes, they are.
Yeah, Della Vadova that time just going a little bit high, trying to hold the man up with the ball. There's probably nothing in it really, but it's probably worth Kyle Burnett having a chat to the Joondalup team here, and he will. He'll call Sheldon out and just say, just got to keep your discipline, got to keep the penalties down, otherwise we might see a little bit of yellow soon. So a little bit of chilly here this afternoon. This breeze has got a bit of chill on it coming up from the south. And it's slowly picking up. Bathed in beautiful sunshine here at Kingsway Reserve, home of the Roo Dogs, otherwise known as the Kennel, up here in Kingsway. There's a small little crowd gathered in front of the clubhouse here and spattering of people down here to watch community rugby this afternoon. Kids have been playing here during the day today. One of the larger junior clubs in the competition.
As we see Scott Cornell line up now for another attacking line out. Opting for the maul again, I would assume. Callan with a good win at the top. This is a quick setup from both sides, so it's going to be up to the push now. King pulling around the side, trying to disrupt the ball, but getting pulled out by Deacon. He's just punching everything with the forearm now. Deacon gets it out. Storts shows, goes himself. Almost an intercept. Joondalup still going to clean this one up. So Joondalup through Zeisman. Brought down now, 35 out from his own line. They're going to come blind through Voster. Tawera, this is a better kick this time, jabbing. It's going to get the roll out inside to the 22. What are they going to do with the ball here? Not much time left here for Pendergast. That one's high again.
Leave it.
So they'll talk about it as well. But that was a better kick that time from Tawera.
Yeah,
turned Pendergast inside out.
It was a good chase too, but just poor technique on the tackle, slipping up.
And we'll have another chat. This will probably be a final warning for the high contact here. Just wait for the word here from Kyle. Good piece of captaincy there by Tawera. He said, if you want to go off, boys, go off now. Doesn't want a card. I like that from a captain. He says, if you're going to play foul, you can get off my side right now. Big banana kick, only making its way up to the 40, but it's still Wanneroo ball in the line.
Yeah, it's a Wanneroo early try scoring opportunity down the other end there. Just a little bit untidy at line out time. was good defence from Joondalup. So it's Cornell again to throw the ball in. Luke Callan's been terrific this afternoon for the Wanneroo side in the lock position.
Yeah, he probably had about 15, 20 carries in the first half. He's happy to get ball. He's happy to jump at the line out as we find ourselves in the middle of the pitch there through Roo.
Geez, that one looked a little high too.
Yeah, I think Kyle was going, is that a yellow? I don't know. So he kept his whistle in the pocket there. Wanneroo just got to work on getting forward again. Roo, second carry in a minute. Fights his way to the ground eventually. Turnover. Stepping inside, outside. Hemi still moving up the field. Rel going to go blindside. Vostar gives it off. All the way to the winger, Takaki. Finds his hands free as well. So Tawera lining everyone up on the outside as the ball comes Tawera's way again. Inside ball. That was a nice little bit of hand. All the way up to the 5. This one could get real close. Half a metre short. Joondalup. Best look of the second half here so far. They go over the top. Tawera thinks he's gone straight over and scored a try. Kyle says no. Kyle says
he was on his feet. He's allowed to play the ball. Taken it back over the line and grounded it. 5 metre scrum.
Wow, so desperate defence there from Wanneroo. Joondalup brothers right on the attack. Unlucky not to get the ball over the try line. But they've got a wonderful attacking opportunity now with a 5 metre scrum. And wouldn't this make game interesting if they were able to get early points in this second half? Joondalup breathing down the necks of the Wanneroo side.
be a complete turn of the tail from the first half if Joondalup get up early here. And a converted try puts them in front, which is exactly not what Wanneroo wants. If there's ever been a time for a big scrum push from Wanneroo to use this weapon that they clearly have this afternoon, it's got to be now. Just straight through forward and then turn them towards, you'll see Vuliavalu come up on the right here, turn them towards the touchline. Straight down. Lots of pressure on this side.
Some other interesting games on this afternoon around Perth. Palmyra taking on Kalamunda, Associates taking on Nedlands. So all those teams in contention for those top 4 spots. It'll be interesting to see who gets the chocolates over in those venues this afternoon.
Crouch.
So we get set to go again. Joondalup managed to get the ball in. It's a strong scrum by then as well. It's come up on the wrong side. They get penalty advantage for going straight through wheeling. Tawera drops 5 short of the line. Going deep, not finding the hands. They'll come back for the penalty unless Kyle lets them play through there. That Zeitzman tied up. Voster chooses to go back to the right. Skip ball.
Rubbish.
Almost, yeah, it's just not the kind of pass you need, but they got the penalty.
They've got to show better, more composure than that, Joondalup brothers. It was sloppy play. Tuiali's got to get his timing right if he's going to come around the corner and carry. And they've got to have a little bit more depth in attack. So Sheldon Tawera's doing all the heavy lifting for his back line at the moment. Zeitzman's had a couple of good carries this afternoon, but probably lacks a little bit of top-end speed. But Tawera's doing all the playmaking, all the carries in that close-in stuff. So Joondalup brothers very reliant on him. Vorster, I think, is probably going to have to inject himself and probably challenge the edge of the breakdown a little bit more. So we've got a number 7 out there. They've done a bit of a change up. I'll get you that name. We've got Tamati Young, jersey number 20 over here on the left wing.
So ball available at the back for Joondalup. They choose not to use that tactical runner. Tawera on the inside, and that goes to the hands of Takaki, and he gets under for the try. It was a nice little decoy run. They pull the 7 out. They choose not to go to him. Tawera inside ball Takaki, and he'll go and get the chocolates with a really nice kick to take them in front here.
Yeah, Tataki gets his double for this afternoon. Another nice line from him. It was a beautiful little inside ball from Tawera. And again, he's just pulling the strings out there at the moment for the Joondalup brothers, the skipper. They're on their final warning. The last thing they want is a man in the bin, but they've been able to pull a try out of the bag, and now putting pressure on the scoreboard and pressure on this Wanneroo team, who are unlucky not to skip away in that first half, blowing probably 2 or 3 good try scoring opportunities, and then letting Joondalup in just before half time And now first to score in this second half. Joondalup's got the opportunity to go ahead on the scoreboard. And that's where those early penalty goals are going to start to pay off for Joondalup, Nick. I know you love that.
Brings you right back into a game once you start scoring those tries.
So Tawera, very important kick this one.
And that one's over. So Joondalup take the lead here in the King of the North battle here at Kingsway Sporting Complex. It's your Fortescue Premier Grade match of the round. Belt up round as well. Remember, no matter how short the drive, always belt up, save lives everywhere. And now Joondalup in front, ready to go for the back end of this second half.
So this is where you really need your more experienced players to start to step up here for Wanneroo.
Nice kickoff this
really
time.
Nice.
No one wants it from Joondalup. Knocked backwards Wanneroo. TJ Vunivalu. Lost downwards in the contact. Not going to be ruled either way, forwards or backwards. Storts finds his hole. Gets wrapped up. And we're probably going to see one go to the bin here.
Yeah, this will be forward. Hemi will be the man. And off he goes. And, just what we talked about. They didn't need that just after getting themselves in front of the scoreboard.
Throws the balance completely back in the other direction now for Wanneroo. They got 10 minutes of 14 on the field. Bit of pressure, front foot ball. As Stratton goes to the corner, the wind pushes this one really far back.
Geez, that was a bit of a stinker.
It wasn't the worst strike of the ball, but the wind just caught up with that immediately.
Yeah. So Grattan, probably not one of his best kicks. And unfortunately, forward Hemi's on the result of probably some early indiscretions from other members of his team, and just the unlucky one to get the yellow card.
Wanneroo. Where will they go at this line out? Fake at 1, up at 3. Off the top, Deacon Storts. Storts to Grattan. Grattan carries himself, brought down by King. King in the way there. Lost forward in the contact beforehand though. Big let off for Joondalup.
That was a good carry too from Jordan Grattan. And he's been strong on the carry all afternoon, this afternoon, and that time just obviously in placing the balls, just had a little knock on and Cole Burnett's picked it up. So Joondalup brothers are going to have to juggle their front row a little bit here. It's
poor Ryan King will be heading off to the bench.
Yeah, but I think that's Tiago Valentin. I'm going to check that for you. Yeah, Tiago Valentin is the new man.
So a big test for the replacement hooker to hold his props in. With a big attacking Wanneroo scrum. Joondalup need their own ball. Big hit and chase, free kick, too much there. They wanted to make an impact on the new hooker and they just asked for a little bit too much as the kick goes through. Makara's got to do a little bit of work, takes this one outside the 22, looks for the up and under but goes between the three of the players, isolated, need to get over the top Wanneroo. And they do so now. Deacon ready to go. Out the back for Storts. Storts finding Cornell. Cornell outside Stratton now. Sorry, Grattan. Grattan getting driven all the way back, closer to his 22 than he's ever been before. Almost turnover ball, but it's available at the back for Deacon, and it's going to be a penalty, just killing the ball entry.
Yes,
roll out.
Sam Long doing a great job there of holding up the player, and just the Joondalup players just flopping in over the top, and then Sam Long then being penalised for not rolling away. A little bit unlucky on his part. There's not much he could have done there. There's Grattan again, off the side of the boot. Not a great kick, down towards halfway.
Just needs to get a little bit more over the top. The weight's a little bit back. It's shooting straight up into the air there from Grattan. So 48 out from their own line. Make that 49. Wanneroo up at 1. Win it. Good body position. Deacon juggling a little bit. Storts finding it out deep. Getting to Makara. To Foul. Palmer Foul beating 1. That's a little bit of a better run from him. Needs to inject in this second half and get a try for himself. Deacon ready to go with Storts again. Big Andrew Rue. One knee down. Joondalup must release. There we go. Need a forward pod out to the right here. It's got to be quick ball. No, they go blind left. Palmer from a standing start, jabs through. He's going to win the foot race, gather his own ball. He's going to go all the way in the corner. Gee, seemingly out of nowhere, he called for the ball left. No one was home. No one wanted a piece. And Palmer foul, as I've just said, gets his own try.
Oh, you called it, Nick. He needed to get himself involved and engaged in the game to score one for his team, and he did just that with a clever little grubber through. It set up beautifully for him, and he was just able to cruise over in that left-hand corner. Joondalup caught napping there. It wasn't great execution the lead up to that with balls going behind players. It was foul with the earlier carry, and then it was just back to the midfield and back to Palmer foul, who was pretty much on his own on the short side.
Knew what he wanted to do as well. He got it, didn't sprint at the line, just walked towards them, let them come forward, created his own space behind the line. Fullback was pushed across midfield. Little jab through, regathers off a nice little bounce for himself, and then he put on a little bit of speed works to make sure he was home.
Yeah, and that's taken Wanneroo out now, 24 points to 20. And geez, they needed that try. They were just a little bit flat coming out from half-time. Had an early opportunity in the opening minutes of this half, but other than that, they haven't shown a lot. And it's those sort of plays that are going to inspire these guys to really kick it home for the home crowd here. So Grattan, an important kick for him. Everything's going to be important from here on in this game. It's going to be a real arm wrestle the last 20 minutes.
Kick comes in from the corner, Grattan. Good length on the kick, might be on the inside shoulder off the post.
So Palmer foul gets his second for the afternoon. 24 points to 20 in our belt up. Premier grade match of the round. Up here at Kingsway Reserve, home of Wanneroo.
Got to be one of the form teams in the middle of the table at the moment, Wanneroo. They're showing a lot of prize, a lot of promise at the moment. Joondalup just need to make sure they start getting things right after their 6-win streak, but they could be making this a third loss in a row. Big challenge here, tall forwards from Joondalup trying to go over the top. No one gets a hand on it, except now Delavedovo is all over it on the floor, and they've secured it back for themselves. Stepping inside, Joondalup forward pod runner. Getting to ground as well nicely, so Voster fishing. Delavedovo wants a carry this time, not just a grab on the floor. They're set out wide here. Tawira taking the duty at 10. Skip pass, not sure why, but managing to pass forward there. No, it's going to be play on. It's out on the wing there. Wanneroo need to get on it. That was a lazy bit of work by Grayson Makara just to put the toe on, but he manages to regather. Wanneroo, set back pocket. Storts. Good kick this time, needs the bounce and gets it into touch. His kicks are just getting held up moving across the right here, but that's actually worked for him this time.
Yeah, there's a few players outside him too, Storts. If there was a couple of backs out there, I reckon he would have run that one.
If he chipped that one even, maybe put a little bit of backspin on it, maybe they're going to catch up.
Yeah.
Fullback was really deep. He was passed back the other 10-metre line.
And again for Joondalup, once they get down in this half of Wanneroo's, they've got to hold on to the ball. There's no point in trying to look for grubbers or turning over possession there. They've got to build some sustained pressure and be patient with it.
Can't just pass to the wing and expect there to be a gap. Joondalup, stolen at the front by Wanneroo. They wanted it at 3, stolen at 1. Storts finding a forward runner through Scott Carnell in the middle of the field. Deacon showing, going, wrapping off 1, 2, then getting his hands free, passing off. Held up midfield now. This might be a maul. Tackles made, no. Free ball. Up the middle, once again, the big man Luke Callan having a big impact this afternoon on the carry plays. Stripped off as well. Joondalup need to be careful. Few on the floor. No one home in the back right corner. Makara wrapped up this time. All over the ball, all the players. Can't really pick which one's at fault to start with here. Lost ball now. Joondalup just wanting to be menaces at the breakdown. Halfway, stuck here, Wanneroo. Still no one home back right. Storts shows inside, then goes. He's got a good angle on the left. Found his way through the lines, wrapped up there. Needs a bit of support. Clean out comes well now, up to the 22. Wanneroo, they can really go out wide here. It's 8-on-2 out to the right. All they've got to do is pass. They don't. Wrapped up. Overlap still on. 5-on-4 now. 6-on-4 now. Makara goes himself. Beats 1-2. Grayson Makara all the way in for a try. Doesn't need the numbers on the outside. And Wanneroo have taken control of the second half again after losing it early in the start of the half.
Oh, the Root Dogs, they were queuing up out here on the right. And it was Grayson Makara. It was the show and go. And he just glided through again through some would-be tacklers to get his double for the afternoon. What a great little lead-up run from Stoits, though. It was a fantastic little show and go and a ghost through from him, and he really set that up beautifully. and then it was just a matter of time. They were all queuing up. Joondalup were at 6s and 7s in the defensive line, and Grayson Makara, great to see him getting involved in that first receiver role and just ghosting through and getting his double for the afternoon. So Wanneroo are back in it. They've waken out of their slumber and back-to-back tries to take it out to 29 points to 20 with a kick to come, which I'm sure Jordan Grattan won't have any trouble with from right in front.
Grayson Makari is just such a dynamic ball runner. He's quick. He's got a quick turn of foot when he wants to go in the ball. He can take it at 10. He can take it off an inside ball at 13. It's really good to see a young man like that just start running through back lines and just dicing them up everywhere.
Absolutely. 31 points to 20 now.
1 minute to go on the yellow card as well. Hemi chomping at the bit to get on the field.
So his team's leaked 2 tries while he's been in the bin. Won't be happy about that.
See where they go with this kick now. Tawera's option is nice high kick midfield. TJ Vuniavalu hasn't had many carries like he has in recent weeks today, but he's been doing a lot of hard work up front. It's a good carry. It's a good catch by him, bringing it down. Luke Callan. Now Deegan, Storts want to go quick. Got Makara on the outside, skips him. Grattan, inside ball, Palmer foul. Now Grayson Makara gets his hands on the ball. This is a great support play. That one slipped high. Referee says play on. We'll let it go from there. Storts, cut out ball. No, goes himself, gets the angle again. Just need to get over the top now. Wanneroo building a lot of momentum quickly here. Storts went again for himself. Deacon, short side. Callan, Cornell, finding a short ball off to Brad Campbell. Brad Campbell inside the 22. This is great momentum here from Wanneroo. Can they convert this time? Got to spin again. The options this time are out wide. Scott Cornell gets him up to 10 metres out from the line. Deacon, Storts. Can he take the angle again? Wants it, cracks on the inside. Needs a bit of support. 3-on-1 at the contest. Deacon now comes swinging back to the right. Forwards are ready for this one. It's 4 big boys on 4 little boys. Not many hands getting out there. We're now 3 short of the line. Straight through the middle. No one's going to be there. It's going to be 1 short now. Wanneroo going to come away with another piece here. Pick and go left. Just got to calm down now. They've got slow ball. Joondalup are ready for it. I think they're going to have a little bit of luck if they go out wide to the left. Stepping out.
Looks like we've got the try there. Kyle Burnett couldn't see it.
I think he'll have a chat. He wants to have a look.
Well, it was good patience shown by Wanneroo there. It was fantastic lead-up work. They were combining really well and just working really well together as a team as well. Oh, really? I reckon I could see that from here.
Scrum to Wanneroo. Scott Cornell was holding on to the ball. I think he was the man to go underneath.
I reckon the whole Wanneroo bench, myself and the 15 Wanneroo players out there all saw that try. This one here is it kicks and goes, and you'll just see the arm, the right arm extend out, bang, dots it down. So what a shame, Kyle Burnett just out of position there to be able to see that grounding. But Wanneroo get the 5-metre scrum. Let's hope that that's not a missed opportunity that bites them later in this game. But Storts is coming right into his game now. He's starting to show and go, take the line, straighten up the attack.
Just runs that fade line well off 10. If he's got 2 outside him, not the full back line, he'll just fade across, then show, go, maybe give, maybe go. As we pick right, the big reserve number 8 in 17 gets stopped short of the line. We've got to look to the right-hand side of the field again here. No. Turnover comes the way of Joondalup, just isolation.
Geez, I don't know about that, going that way. I would have been preferred to use Grattan and Fow in the midfield. If you're not going to go for that pushover scrum, Nick, you use those 2 centres. They've been really dominant in the midfield this afternoon. You can get a good platform off them.
Big kick here. Makes its way probably about 25 out from the line.
That really is a missed opportunity there for Wanneroo.
25 odd minutes into the second half here in your Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week. Belt up round. Belt up save lives. 31 to Wanneroo. Joondalup 20. Need to keep their foot on the throttle here, Wanneroo, because Joondalup could turn around at any moment. Wanneroo try to steal it 2, but it goes all the way to 4. Joondalup with their own ball outside the 22 now. Need to make sure they can run it. Ready at the back here, Voster. Goes to the pocket, Tawera. Seemingly taking over all the 10 duties now for Joondalup.
That's a pretty ordinary kick from Sheldon Tawera there. He's got a breeze behind him. He's just chipped it down the field.
Given a really good opportunity here for Dylan Smith to inject himself into the second half. Gave it to Makara, got it back. Now he's tied up on the 40. Andrew Rue wants to go inside, checks back on the outside, said, nah, I didn't like the look of that one. Now Deacon to Grattan. Grattan flat ball, finding Scott Cornell. Turned up in the tackle though, that's a great hit.
Battle of the twos, Ford Hemi.
Grattan again. Grattan beats 1-2, just brought down on the shoulder, but he was on the way down. Strips good Joondalup. That was a great turnover there. Finds a link on the inside. That's Voster. Voster beats another one. Voster still going. Wants to find a bit of support now. Need to get over the top. TJ Vuniavalu misses out on the turnover. Deladovo's got to go himself here at the back. Awkward little run around the A channel. Turnover might be coming, Wanneroo. It's a really good little bit of pilfering work there from Wanneroo. Yeah. Managing to hold his feet just long enough.
It was one of the Cornell brothers over that one. It was the number 8, Mark Cornell. It got in over the top of that ball. It was not a good play from Dallas Deladovo.
He was kind of stuck, lost his halfback, didn't know what to do, and then went out, then went forward, and then just got tied up with the ball here.
So Wanneroo, their tails are up at the moment. They've really got the momentum in this game. They've really got to work hard to close them out now, really put Joondalup brothers to bed.
No, you're right, Jake.
Number 6 this afternoon, Cade Begg. He's not one of the biggest blokes out there, but geez, he's worked hard. A couple of nice steals at the line out. And he's just busy around the field, just doing a mountain of work. Luke Callan, the big number 4 this afternoon from Wanneroo, has been a standout.
Yeah, he's definitely, and he's up here at 3 over the top.
It was an overthrow.
King back on the field, manages to get the ball for the turnover there for Joondalup. Tawera, will he run, will he kick? Goes deep this time to his fullback. He's going to kick this time. It's taken back so that it can't go out on the full. Yeah. And Makara, oh, good footy mark there.
Yeah, no problems at all with that one. Picked him out beautifully.
Makara looking on the short side. Ball's just a little bit in front of the man. That'll make its way into touch.
Grayson would be a little bit disappointed with the execution on that one. He was in good position. Good position to potentially come back towards his forwards. He probably needed to come back more towards the midfield and maybe link up with his centres rather than look at that wing spot there. But I'm not liking the exits at the moment from the Joondalup brothers. They need to improve that part of their game.
Got to either get it out or get it long down the middle, turn someone around.
Now just
that's a better run by the man this time. Setting up now is the whole back line for Joondalup. If they can get quick ball off this crash ball, they could be on here. It's going to be 6 on 5 with a lot of space to work with as Tawera gets it. King runs a dummy line. Up through the centres on a good angle. Joondalup now piercing inside the 22, just lost forward in contact.
Yeah, Toali just been brought down there and lost the ball in the contact there. And that's the story of Joondalup brothers afternoon. Just those basic errors, either in defence and attack. It's really costing them. Just need to settle things down and show a bit of patience. They had the numbers, they got the breach, the defensive line. Now they just need to capitalise on those things.
And the clock's ticking away. 10 minutes left on the running time. Might be a little bit of injury time left. Wanneroo in front by 11. So going to need 2 good scoring opportunities late in this game if they can keep Wanneroo to nothing here. Wanneroo's scrum has been good all day. Probably hasn't been rewarded. Well, they haven't followed through as much as we thought they would at the start of the game, but certainly looking solid up front. Storts is sitting just behind the scrum at the back.
If I was them, I'd be looking for Fowl or Makara to probably carry this one.
Yeah, we're going to go to Grattan. Probably going to give it to Fowl for no, Grattan's going to go himself. Fowl needs to get over the top. Deacon does a bit of clearing out. Fowl does a bit of clearing out. And they've just secured the ball there now. The forwards arrive to go over for a pick and drive themselves. Cycling around back though, well as Joondalup. They're all out to the right-hand side of the field. Big crash ball. Someone's down. Grattan's down. He's hurt from that run just then. Makara tied up in the contest. Grattan really looking sore at the back. He's taken a knee now. We go to the pocket. Storts finds a bit of open space, but it comes off the weird side of the boot, and it's going to be a penalty for a late hit. I think King has taken Storts out after the play there.
That's got to be close to a card, that one. If Kyle Burnett got a good view of it. So some ill discipline there from Sam King, from Ryan King, sorry.
Time is off.
So while time's off here, see if we can get a view of the hit. Oh yeah, Ryan King. We'll see it here on the screen in a moment.
That was just silly stuff from Ryan King that time.
Yeah, look, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yep, yellow card. So again, it's going to really cost Joondalup brothers that ill discipline.
Okay. You're going to be
Grayson Makara that time getting a bit of a talking to as well after giving Ryan a bit of a push and shove, which rightly so. He's got to stick up for his mates, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a lazy late contest there from Ryan King, just jumping and coming in with the shoulder. Big shame for the Joondalup this afternoon for their second card.
So we've got a player injured at the moment behind play. Probably immaterial to the scrum being put down, so they might play on, but see what's going to go on here. We need a footy. Have we got a footy out there? Brennan Vorster.
While that was going on as well there, yeah, I think Ratton's come off as well. Replaced by number 21 for Wanneroo.
I can't give you those names. The Wanneroo guys haven't put their team into the Rugby Explorer app this afternoon, so we're going to have to do a little bit of guesswork there. Nick, you know a lot of these guys up here, don't you?
I know the ones on the field. Certainly have played a lot of time in my junior career up here at Wanneroo. They're a great club. And certainly good to see a little bit of dominance from them in this 2020 season here in the Fortescue Premier Grade.
So we're into the last little section of the game now. It's 31 points to 20 in favour of Wanneroo over Joondalup. Be double tries this afternoon for Palmer Fowl, Grayson Makara for the Roo Dogs. Pendergast was the 5th try scorer, and a double for Takaki for the Joondalup brothers this afternoon. Just haven't been able to put it together as a complete game, the Joondalup side, whereas Wanneroo's been really impressive in parts of it. There's a scrum dominating here.
Yeah, Wanneroo
Joondalup
tearing that
scrambling
one apart.
away.
Wanneroo, Grayson Makara managing just to make the tackle. They had an interesting setup at the scrum. They had 2 on the open side, 4 on the short side, Joondalup. But it's managed to work for them even though their scrum was scrambled. And that's Rabaro, one of his first carries of the day, gets up the middle of the field. Out to the right. Joondalup, only 2 big men out there. Back to another big man, Grayson Makara making the tackle over on the far side. Needs to get front foot ball, Joondalup. It's a good run on forward pop ball, but Wanneroo there ready as ever to take on the contest, push them backwards. Joondalup here just need one good inside ball runner or something on an angle. Advantage is offside, so they can do something with the ball here. Need to get it out just backwards off Zeitzman. They've got the penalty. Zeitzman wants a quick tap. Moving up through Voster. Voster ready to go. Taps, goes. Got a couple forwards to beat though, Voster. Gets wrapping up in the middle of the field. Got no half, need to think about this. Delavedova's probably going to pass it out, probably go himself. Goes off for the pass. Not a bad one for a second rower. As Joondalup are going to go through, they're going to be half a metre short of the line. This is a real chance for them. They've got to inject this venom into the second half. Short. Need to get recycled ball here. Hard to see what they're going to come up with. Voster, new advantage, pushing the halfback. So that one's going to be short of the line as well. Scramble play. Either side of the ruck here for Joondalup. They just need to get someone running onto the ball. Will come back for the penalty. Offside, Wanneroo. Looks like they're going to go for the tap again. They just want to go straight over the line and get back. So we're half a metre short. We just need someone running on the ball for Joondalup. They're going to go deep. Tawira giving it out wide to his backs. They've got the numbers and Joondalup will go in.
Tamati Young it is, and jersey number 20 goes over there and gets injured in the process. Bit of unfortunate knee action coming in from Palmer Fowl as he crossed the line. But geez, the scrambling defence from the Wanneroo Dogs. I thought they were going to hold him out there at one stage, but they just ran out of numbers and consecutive penalties. You would have thought that Cole Burnett probably might have even given Wanneroo a bit of a warning there with those consecutive penalties, but Joondalup back in the game. They're not done with yet, and there's plenty of time still left on the clock for another try. Ball was behind Thompson, and Tamati Young had to do well to get it over.
So it's a lot better there from Joondalup as well. You see, once they've got players drawn in, if they spin it wide, they can score a try every single time. It's just when they're picking and driving round the ruck, or they do that short ball left or right of the ruck, no one's really dynamically running on. No forwards trying to pick a man, beat a man, go forward a metre. And they're just getting wrapped up a little bit. The penalty helped them out, and they put it wide, and they come away with the tries. Tawira lines up for the conversion. Big kick. Plenty of chases from Wanneroo. It's going to go across the face. Score remains 31-25.
There's a try in it. They're still well and truly in this game. Joondalup, they've got the breeze at their backs. They've probably got to improve their exit off this restart. Make sure they play the football down inside Wanneroo's 22 here. I'd be trying to kick as long as I possibly could, and then have a good chase line to bring up the behind the kick, make the tackle and look for the penalty or the turnover. So Wanneroo with the restart, go short. Good contest. Wanneroo's with it though. They come away through one of the Cornell brothers. Stoltz. Makara's on his inside. He gets it now.
Makara getting wrapped up. Deacon finding ball at the back. Finding his forwards out the Mac. That's one of the big Cornells. That's Mark up to the 22. It's really good forward play. TJ Vuniavalu hasn't had a big run like this all game. That's better. Moving into the 22 now. Deacon getting the ball out. Brad Campbell. Campbell with a good run as well. Taking and sucking in. Skip ball. Storts all the way into the corner. And Prendergast is going to get another one.
Prendergast gets his double for this afternoon, so it's an afternoon of doubles for the Roo Dogs. It was a lovely ball from Storts. It's a good decoy runner in the midfield just to hold up the defence, but again, Wanneroo just bouncing back ever so quickly after being down, just ahead on the scoreboard. Joondalup again not being able to secure the restarts, not being able to retain consecutive possessions, and Wanneroo being very clinical this afternoon in the dying stage of this game, and putting Prendergast over in the corner for his second of the afternoon, Nick.
It's the runners for me. The forwards are coming onto the ball. There might only be one of them, but they run on the ball. Then when it goes to 10, there's someone forward, short, running short onto the ball. They can go to the back, they can go to the forward. Plenty of support, ready to take on the clean out. And it's just a lot more, it's a very dynamic Wanneroo outfit we're seeing at the moment, and it's exciting to watch at home.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate the work that the Cornell brothers are doing out there this afternoon with that go forward that you're talking about. And the locks as well through Callan and Campbell, they've played their roles. So, and at later stage of the game, it's the fitness like Vunivalu with his charge just then, the big tight head prop. He's still got petrol in the tank, the big man, and he's looking to carry the football in the dying stage of this game.
Yeah, I reckon
as
he's
the
been
kick
saving himself.
Is no good. So 36 points to 25.
So just 2 scoring shots in it for Joondalup, but there's not going to be long left now. Got 3.5 left on my watch. 1.5 left running time. 3 to go. We get from the sideline there now. So it's going to come down to this. Joondalup have to score.
6 tries to 3 at the moment, so Wanneroo's with the bonus point.
This is a good kickoff. Need to get up. Deladovo almost gets it. TJ Vuniavalu secure as well.
Off the knee.
Just happy to crab over the top of that one. Up the middle. Wanneroo. This is going to be big for them if they can hold possession and get a bit of territory here. Vuniavalu ready to empty the gas tank. The big replacement for Wanneroo. Bumps off one, palms off another, takes 3 to bring him down. He works his way all the way to the opposite 10. This is terrific stuff. They need to spin it wide. Storts shows once, goes once. Cornell brought down. Need to get over the top of the ball. Oh, beautiful work. Ron the Locks getting involved. Grayson Makara to Palmer Foul. Double skip out ball. Palmer Foul working his way all the way through. No one's going to bring him down. That's the ball game. Palmer Foul goes in again from a great ball all the way out wide.
Oh, that's just great footy, and that's just class to finish off so well, Palmer Foul. It was always on the cards. It's just been the system that's working so well for the Roo Dogs this afternoon. That little break up the side here, then drawing in the defenders in the midfield, and then just using the space that they've created out wide. And Palmer Foul, nice finish from him, and he gets a hat-trick this afternoon.
Yeah, 3 big tries for
and
the
even
Mammoths.
better, he took it around underneath the stick so they can get the extra points as well. So the 7th try for the Roo Dogs this afternoon in the dying stage of this game, and they've really closed this game out really well.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. Roo Dogs, they're going to be a big worry for the top 4 sides in this competition coming into the second half of this season as that conversion goes over the top as well, pushing the lead out. And that is the end of the ball game. Wanneroo are going to go up. They're going to be the Kings of the North here this afternoon in your Fortescue Premier Grade match of the round. They go up 43 to 25 over Joondalup. It's a massive win for the boys.
That is a huge win for Wanneroo this afternoon, and it was a must-win for them. They get the bonus points. 7 tries, 3 to Palmer Foul. It was a double to Prendergast, double to Makara, and obviously conversions to Grattan and Smith. It was only a double to Tukaki this afternoon, and Tamati Young got the try for the Joondalup brothers. Sheldon Tawera tried hard all afternoon, 2 penalties and 2 conversions for him, but there were some standout performances from the Wanneroo players, and great to see them get the chocolates here this Arvo.
Yeah, it was beautiful work by them. We'll catch everyone next week.